Hello everybody, in today's tutorial I would like to show you how you can build yourself this witch farm. With Minecraft 1.9 a lot of your witch farms broke, and so I developed this farm for my ultimate base series, and there we placed it and we saw that it's working super amazing and you requested a tutorial for it, so I got onto the drawing board and did this tutorial for you. The concept on which this witch farm works is pretty simple. We've got 3 spawning platforms on which the witches can spawn on, and then there are slime blocks moving, which pushes the witches out of the way into 2 drop chutes where the witches then fall down and die a pretty painful death, and we can collect the good items, which is most likely the redstone and the glowstone. What I really like about this farm is that it's really easy to understand, pretty easy to build, and super cheap. So I think this is the farm that you want to go for your 1.9 world. I also quickly want to welcome all the new people to the channel because we just got a big boost, and because I saw a lot of non-English comments, I want to remind you that the channel is English and it's a little unfair if you post comments that are not English because a lot of people won't understand that, so keep that in mind when commenting. But now let us get straight into the tutorial. The first thing you will need is of course a witch hut to make witches spawning in a small area, and then you need to make some preparations around the farm, especially lighting up the caves, because the better the caves are lit around and underneath the witch hut, the more spawns you will get inside. Also consider if you've got other players on the server and they are somewhere else in the world, if the caves underneath them are not lit, there will also be mobs in their areas, which will reduce the mob spawns in your witch farm. So the best rates you will get by lighting up all the caves perfectly and kicking all other players from your server. And then yeah, you can already construct the farm, maybe even before you light up the caves, because then you can already see the rates increasing. And then you need some materials, so let's have a look. You need some pistons, some redstone, repeaters, some building blocks, half slabs, 30 slime blocks. These might be expensive in the beginning for you. Some hoppers to collect the items, some glass so you can see inside the farm, and then some non-movable blocks, but these don't have to be melons. They can also be like furnaces, note blocks. But I'm using melons because they are really easy to place. But keep in mind that you need some unmovable blocks for 2 of the spawning floors. The position of the spawning floors need to be exact, otherwise one of the floors won't spawn mobs. And so you get them right, you start up with the uppest floor, place a block there, this will be your first floor. Then the second floor, also out of non-movable blocks, will go 3 blocks lower, and then 3 blocks lower will be the other block. This doesn't have to be the height of the water, so always orientate yourself from the uppest block here. And the slowest one can be any block that is solid where mobs can spawn on. And then you want to create platforms that are 7 by 9 blocks, so they exactly match the roof of the witch hut. Now we will take care of the barriers pushing the witches out of the farm. Therefore, just go to the longer side of the farm, place a block in the center, and then 5 blocks in each direction. And you want to do that for all 3 of the layers. So the next one will go right here, and the last one of course up here. And that's also why we don't need the non-movable block at the lowest floor, because the slime blocks won't attach to that floor but to the other ones, because it's the floor underneath. Next we want to place the pistons, therefore just come to the edge of the slime block here, build out by 7 blocks, destroy the 6 blocks in between and place 6 normal pistons facing the slime blocks. Once these extend, they will push the slime blocks over all the way to over here, and then from here do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Destroy the 6 blocks in between, place 6 pistons, and then remove the blocks in between. So these slime blocks will move back and forth in between those 2 sets of pistons, and of course do that for all the 6 ends that you've got for the slime blocks. Once you've got all of those in place, we can take care of the redstone. Therefore we need some more unmovable blocks. I will use obsidian now for the purpose of the tutorial, but I don't recommend using obsidian for this because it's just annoying to mine that. But you want to place some unmovable blocks always on top of where the slime blocks are and across all the length of the platform, and then you can continue with normal blocks where you want to place your redstone on. And then we want to start with a redstone, a repeater on 2 tick, redstone, repeater on 2 tick, redstone, repeater on 2 tick, redstone, repeater on 2 tick, and once you come to the center, you just place 3 more blocks around like this, and then just redstone around. And we do the same thing from the other side, so repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone, and a repeater, and this will connect to the same redstone. And if I now grab myself some one redstone block, I can power this, and you can see that this moves over to the other side. If I unpower it, those pistons will be here, and if I power this side, the pistons will move over and push these pistons back into the first position. So now it's again about copying this over to all the layers, so you've got the redstone in place for all of them. While building this, you might run into some issues with the terrain around it, so just feel free to remove all terrain that is in your way around the witch farm. Then we can make sure that all of our floors get powered at the same time, therefore just take some half slabs and build a half slab staircase starting at the lowest piston there, and then just go in zigzag from there, because redstone signals can travel upwards through these half slabs. If we just lay down a redstone signal on here now, we can power this from the bottom. If we just add another one here, then I can power this up, and you can see that those 3 floors now all get powered, and we can hook that up to all 4 of these sides. Add a block at the bottom of the staircase so we can run a signal into here, and then choose one of the 2 sides and place a redstone block just on the outside. This will control the speed of your farm, and then just place a block underneath with redstone on top. You can see this acts as an input. I'll remove this block for now. You might want to place it then later again, but this block will move over and then power also redstone dust on the other side right here. So let's start on this side. You just carry on this redstone line over to here, and then from here on we want to place a redstone, a repeater on 2 ticks, and then a sticky piston facing upwards to reduce the length of this signal. So we just run that into here. If I just demonstrate that real quick, if I place the block, this stuff will move over and now power the other side. And all the floors moved, of course, because we've got the signal here. To power the second side at the same time, we simply grab the signal from over here and bring it over to the other side, but because this redstone line will be too long, we need to add a repeater with 1 tick over there. This doesn't really matter because there's always 2 ticks in between the piston movements, so it's still in sync, and then you even have less pistons powering in the same tick. And then once you repeat it on the other side, you can in theory place the redstone block back, and this will start going back and forth. But this might be too quick for your taste, so you can just take out the redstone line over here and add some delay to it. But that's alright, so then the pistons will move a little bit slower. And if you want to turn it off, you can simply put a block here, for example, and hook up a sticky piston that will grab this block with some redstone power from somewhere. This will then disable the farm. But once you place the block inside again, it will get the power through and it will start working again. Now we want to make this farm spawn proof for other mobs, so covering up a lot of the redstone with half slab will do the trick. For example, just back here, add redstone on top of all the blocks, so wherever you see a too high gap on top of a block where stuff could spawn, like also over here and then up here where the roof is, you can just add some half slabs, because that will stop the taller mobs from spawning. Then we just have a problem with spiders, but for spiders there's a little trick that we can use, which is denying a 3x3 area that they need to spawn. So wherever there's the gap here, just place another non-movable block, and then this is not a valid 3x3 area anymore. And then we can just take a look. With a 2-block gap, we place a half slab just on the side here of the redstone. Again, 2-block gap, half slab, 2-block gap, half slab. And like this, you will make sure that there is no 3x3 area where mobs could spawn in. Also then, put half slabs here. Make sure that you leave this block open, because the redstone block will move to there. But other than that, you can just add half slabs wherever you see a spot where there's a too high block gap. So once you're done with that, you shouldn't have mobs spawning aside the witches. Once you've got all the half slabs in place, it might look a little bit messy, but you will get the trick pretty easily. You just need to deny a too high tall block from spawning by putting a half slab above, and a spider from denying a 3x3 area. Like if we pick this block, this half slab is denying it, this block, this half slab is denying it for this block. This is in the 3x3 area, and so on. So there's no 3x3 area without a half slab or a solid block where spiders can spawn. The only issue that we've now got is these 3 redstone over here, because we can't place half slabs on top. These slime blocks would attach to the half slabs, and so it would mess up the farm. So what we need to do instead is move this and place non-movable blocks here. And this will cover up the redstone and stop mobs from spawning. If you do that on both sides, you will be done with making it spawn proof. Of course, our witches won't fall anywhere right now, so what we want to do is to make sure that they fall and die, and therefore you just go to the upper floor at first, and you can use glass for that or any other block. I like glass because then we can have a point where we can look into the farm. And then you want to place a row of glass here to stop the witches from being pushed too far. Don't place any blocks at this high, because the trick with those witch farms is that you have no blocks at the foot level. If you look around, there's rarely any blocks here, so that will trigger lots of spawns. So we place the next row right here where this level is. And if you use glass, spiders can't spawn on here. So then place the next row right here where the slime blocks are again. Leave out this row, bring it over, and like this, you will reach the floor pretty soon. And then we need to make a drop chute, which will be about 43 blocks deep. So you just place down blocks at the end as well. So we already have a drop chute, and then you bring this drop chute down by 43 blocks. And that then should kill all the witches immediately. Down here at level 20, simply replace the floor with some hoppers. You can put that into just some chests or into an item elevator, collection system, sorting system, whatever you like, that's totally up to you. And cover those up with some half slabs, so the witches will fall down to here, will die on the half slabs, and the items will get picked up by the hoppers. And then you repeat the same drop shaft on the other side, so you have 2 of those drop shafts that you can then connect down there. Once that is in place, there's just one more thing to do, which is a little bit tedious, but it will wrap up the farm, which is building a roof out of half slabs. So the floor here is 9x7, and for symmetry reasons I recommend making a 9x9 shape, so you cover the drop chutes as well. And then from these 9x9 shapes, you go out by 15 more blocks in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you also do this in this direction, so that's already 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you bring that out by the same amount of blocks in there as well, because this will make the farm dark. So 4 blocks out from the center in each direction, and then you can just do it diagonal. Or if you want to spend some more time, you can make it a full square, but I like the diagonal shape way more. And so this will then give you a nice roof over the farm. Now we are reaching the part where I don't need to go further, like over here. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we go around again. And this will produce a light level of 0 in the entire farm. So let's quickly jump ahead when this roof is all done. Once you've got your roof in place, you did it, you successfully built yourself a witch farm that works perfectly fine in Minecraft 1.9, is easy to build and quite cheap. And now the only question that is left is, where's the best point to stand to AFK for this farm? And my recommendation is that you build yourself a platform at Y140 right above the farm, because like that you are still in reach of the farm and still in reach of where the witches fall down to. But you don't load as many caves around you as you would if you would stand right where I'm standing now. But once you're done, Congratulations, you got all the drops that you need, but that is it for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then of course feel free to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. And I hope then to see you in the next video. Until then, have a great day.